Okay, there we go. Started a little bit late, you guys. I apologize. But I had very, very good reasons. I was promised cookies. My mom was like, "Hey, I made some cookies. Like, your bag of cookies, your bag of cookies is over here." So I stopped by my. I went to visit my parents real quick, and I was like, because at first she was like, it's like, "Oh, okay, we'll do something later, you know." And then she mentioned, she's like, "And then I'll probably use that time to drop off the cookies." And I was like, "You make cookies?" And I immediately went right over. She made I like her homemade cookies. That's when you know it's like Christmas time, cookie season. We have I'm not really a fan of gingerbread cookies, so I was like, no, I don't need any gingerbread cookies. Peanut butter cookies, I'm kind of like, I don't hate them, but I have to be in the mood for them. Like, they're not terrible, but like, eh. It's not my first choice of cookies, but the ones I did grab was her homemade chocolate chip cookies. And my absolute favorite, it's a chocolate Reese's peanut butter chip. So it's like the little Reese's peanut butter chips cooked in the chocolate cookie. See, I used to maybe be tolerable of gingerbread cookies when I was like younger, because I used to make a bunch of gingerbread cookie houses, which would never actually be completed because I would eat the pieces of the house before it was completed. So therefore there was never ever a completed gingerbread house. Well, we kind of I remember back in elementary school, we kind of cheated because we didn't have gingerbread. The teacher didn't provide us gingerbread cookies. She provided us graham crackers. The blue box, the thing in the blue box. So it was like cinnamon flavored. So it was like a cinnamon flavor house, and we had this like, what did we use for the paste? It was some marshmallow flavor something, and then we had like gummy bears. But everybody, all the kids just kept eating the snacks instead of putting the house together. Because we were just like, ooh, snack time. But yeah, that was good times. But yeah, no, I've never really been a ginger cookie person. PB, ew. Like I said, it's kind of an acquired taste. I'm not really crazy personally, but like, if someone offered it, sure. If it was like peanut butter cookie mixed with like something else, then I wouldn't mind. Like there's this cookie shop that opened up by me a couple months ago, that has this cookie. It's like inside out cookie is what they call it, the inside out cookie. So the inside is like this chocolate fudge dough, cookie dough, and then it's covered by a peanut butter cookie. And then it's like drizzled with like peanut butter drizzle or whatever. I don't know. It's very sugary. It is not something you can finish in one sitting. I know that for sure. It is a big ass cookie. Too much peanut butter for my taste. No, it's like I said, it's an acquired taste. But the chocolate Reese's peanut butter cups cookies are so good. Oh my god, especially when they come out the oven. Those are my favorite types of cookies. I will eat chocolate chip cookies, and I will eat chocolate peanut butter Reese's. I don't even know what to call it. It's a chocolate cookie with Reese's peanut butter cups in it, or not cups, but the Reese's. Not even Reese's Pieces. It's what do you even call them? They're like peanut butter chips, but it's like Reese's peanut butter flavor, and she mixes it in with a chocolate cookie dough and bakes it. It's so good though. I've tried to make the recipe, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but cookies. So yeah, so that's why I was a little late. I went on a cookie run. I would not turn down my mom's gracious and loving opportunity of baking me cookies. Because I love my mom's cooking. I like her cookies. Her cookies are very delicious. I just gotta not, like, scarf them down in, like, a week. I gotta take my time. Yeah, I was just literally explaining that. The cookie, you've seen it. The one, it's like it's like a reverse. So it's like the outside is a peanut butter cookie, and then the inside is like a chocolate cookie. And then they have, actually, they changed their recipes. They change their order, like, every week. So what is their current thing? I haven't had their chocolate chip one in a while. I've had their cookies and cream one, I think, around my birthday. Okay, so they have, what is this week? They have a caramel pecan cheesecake cookie. What is this? Chewy graham cracker cookie stuffed with cheesecake topping with creamy cheese frosting, gooey caramel, and sprinkled pecans. I'm not really a pecan person. Candy cane and cream, holiday take on one of our fan favorites. Our signature cookies and cream cookie topped with peppermint frosting and crushed candy cane pieces. PB pretzel. A decadent fudge cookie stuffed with PB cream, peanut butter frosting drizzle, topped with salty pretzels, mini chocolate chips, and caramel. Yeah, mantle pecan for the second one. Yeah. Yeah, I would have taken the pecans off too. And then Bliss. What is Bliss? An oatmeal cookie. Also, by the way, I don't even like oatmeal cookies. Oatmeal cookie stuffed with cream cheese, topped with orange flavored cream cheese craisins. What the hell is a craisin? Raisin? Sprinkle white chocolate chips. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that is. Yeah, I'm not crazy about I don't like the brookie. I feel so cheated with the reverse cookie though, because the picture and what you actually get is so different. See, okay, here's the thing about oatmeal cookies. I don't like oatmeal cookies, but I like oatmeal pies. The oatmeal pie snacks. I just don't like oatmeal cookies. But I gotta be in the mood for an oatmeal pie snack. Yeah, the oatmeal pie snack, I have to be in, like, a mood to eat those. Like, I wouldn't just grab it, like, any other day. I have to, like, eat, like, the fudge rounds. Bro, they used to be so much bigger. Either I just got older, or they've shrunk, and I'm pretty confident they've shrunk, because they used to be so much bigger when I was smaller, but I was just like, well, maybe because my hand was smaller, because I was a kid. But it was like, no, this shit got smaller. So I was like, what the hell? Hi, so... Ow, what did you knock over? Hang on. Child? Hi. Oh, yeah, no, don't knock over the Christmas presents. Don't do it. I'm gonna hide it here so you don't have access to it. Probably trying to see what he... He's like, Mom, what did you get me for Christmas? I'm like, you can't open it until next week. I'm sorry, Sora. You have to wait until next week to get your present. Sorry. But yeah, no, the fudge rounds are pretty good. Oatmeal cream pies are pretty good. I remember I used to get that, like, during summer camp. We used to have a counselor that would, like, sneak in a box of oatmeal cream pies, and he's just like, yo, well, I can't say my, I had a nickname, but the nickname's kind of tied to my actual, like, real life name, but he gave me a nickname, and he's like, you want some oatmeal cream pies? And I was like, okay, sweet, and they, like, would toss people, like, me and two other students, or not students, but campers, oatmeal cream pies, and then, we had this one counselor that, kind of misunderstood, when we were talking about oatmeal cream pies, the campers and I, because she had the look of, she had a look of horror on her face. Okay. So the sequence of event went. The campers and I were talking about so and so. We'll just call him D because he had a name that starts with a D. Talking about how he was really cool to give us oatmeal cream pies, and I think she walked in when we say cream pie, and she caught the dude's name, and she tried to report him, and we were like for child abuse, and we're like, no. It's the oatmeal cream pies. He's a cool dude. He's never touched us. He was fine. He was chill. He was a really cool dude. I think he was just trying to put stuff on his resume when he was on his way to college, so... Hi, Sora. It's just like, I don't want to hear that. I have no idea. So that was probably like, I think that was the last year I ever spent at that camp. It was when my coworker had told me to shout out. Sora, get out of people's Christmas presents. That's not yours. I'm gonna have to, you know what? I'm gonna have to put this in my closet. Report of all the misunderstandings. It was bad. It was bad. Like, we had to explain to him. We were like, no. Like, he's okay. We're okay. Okay, so, hang on. Let me move my stuff because Sora's into it. This cat child. Okay. Yeah, I got some of my some of my family's Christmas presents came in today, so I was like, I haven't wrapped them properly. But my cat was like sniffing. He's like, what's up? What's this? A teacher in high school asked me, are you She thought I got ink on my face, but phrased it in the worst way possible. I couldn't have just said doll. Yeah. She wanted to see my Woody. Oh, gosh. There's oh god, I forgot where. It's somewhere online, but there's like a compilation of like worst moments to pause in a Disney movie. And I feel like Toy Story is like the worst offender. Cause there's some stuff in Toy Story. Oh Jesus, and he's like right behind me. I went to see, yeah, he's like coming around the corner right off the bat. Sir. Majima's coming around the I'm knocking everything over, around the gun. Alright, oh my god. This is crazy. What did I just do? I just clicked on something. Why did I click on this? I did not mean to click on that. There we go. Okay. Now I can hear my game audio again. Everyone, Kitty-o-chan! Okay. Alright, anything I can do that's a 50. This is heat action. I would like to learn more moves, please. He'll be coming around the mountain when he comes. He'll be coming around the mountain when he comes. He'll be coming around the mountain screaming, Kiryu, I'm coming. He'll be coming around the mountain when he comes. He's everywhere. Literally every... Yes, I understand the concept, chat. I understand. He's everywhere. I'm mad you made that fit the song. I'm trying to remember what I said. I was like, I know it's like he'd be coming around the mountain. Let's go. And then he'd be screaming to Kiryu, Chan, here I come. Oh. Alright, well, we're already off to an interesting start today. We know where today's going. Hope somebody clipped that. Back-to-back days of just what the hell. Well, if anybody wants to do a sing-along note for the channel points, there you go. Ah, God, I'm not doing that again. I lie, I'm probably gonna do that again, but it's kind of funny. It's just so creepy when he's like, Kiryu-chan! I was like, bro. Like, can I not move the camera? Okay. Oh my god! Camera! Please do not fight with me. How's my health look? My health's fine. Okay. It's blue and blue. I can't go anywhere. No! Bro, what is what? Why is the camera fighting with me today? Just turn left. Jeez. Sorry. Fine, I'll turn right. Oh my god! Okay. Okay, well apparently it wanted me to see the sub-story. Hi, Sora.
Oi.
What type of graffiti mark is that?
Whoa. Nani?
I 100% forgot we were supposed to do plot today, and I already accepted a sub-story. Okay, we'll go to the homeless area after this. There was something over there. What? The hell? Oh, okay, there's two different people. I was like, all I saw was his ass, and I'm like, what am I looking at? Oh, well, I guess I could come back. Well, I just triggered it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oi.
Why do people think they can just casually hide like that? Like, that doesn't work. I So much for a family-friendly stream, even though I started off the stream talking about oatmeal cream pies and misunderstandings about the phrase oatmeal cream pies. We've been off the charts. I don't know what you're talking about. Bro, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the guy behind you, idiots. Hold up. Didn't the old man say his name was Ogawa? So why is this guy also named Ogawa? Is this his son? Grandson? Wow.
Huh?
I was only about to say, I was like, he has the same name.
Nani?
So that kind of spoils the surprise because they have the same name. Did you just say he has a good sense? What am I looking at? Oh my god. I'm just like, I have a good sense of design. No, you don't. Money, 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 money. Yeah, stop graffitiing my signs.
Hey.
Yay! Oh, sorry, I was reading. Somebody had tagged me or something. I was like, what? Got 3,000 experience points. Alright, let's actually try to head to production. Actually be productive. That's right, this was the 2 kids. I don't know what's going on here. There's like a whole bunch of sub stories that I'm trying to even remember what, like, I guess I interact with people. This is lies. Okay, let me not get pinged anymore by Discord because now it's distracting me. People are like, oh, apparently Mufasa's getting good reviews. I'm like, I don't care. Sonic's still gonna win out in the end because more kids care about Sonic. Or at least I like to hope so. I don't know, I feel like every time I've worn my Sonic sweater outside, like, I've had multiple kids, even when I'm going grocery shopping, like, they'd be like, Sonic! Mommy, she's wearing Sonic! I'm gonna keep going, I guess. Oh! How did you not pop up on my mirror? Not my mirror, my map. I just felt the doing. Okay, well you messed up my. He's just stalking me so casually. Look at him in the background. Alright, let me get into this fight. No, I'll untrigger him. Switch. But, yeah, people seem to be under the impression that supposedly because Mufasa is Disney, that Disney's gonna do better than Sonic. And I was like, first of all, most families will probably take their kids. I mean, not most families. Like, some families, if they, like, aren't familiar with Sonic, which is kind of stupid because I've seen everybody with Sonic. Like, every kid out there has something with Sonic backpack or a lunchbox or whatever. But any family that takes their kid to Mufasa is gonna be like, okay, well, we had to choose either or. But Sonic's gonna have the older crowd because a bunch of us weeaboos are gonna be like, oh my god, I grew up with Sonic Adventure. We're gonna scream and shout and let it out and go, oh, yo, yo, yo. Dude, this parka person is throwing me off every time. I was like, why are you wearing such a big ass parka, please? What is the purpose? I went the entire wrong way, but that's fine. Yeah, if there's like any sense of live and learn in the movie, even if it's in the credits, I am 100% scream. I don't care. Like, I I remember when Sonic 2 came out, what was it? When the Sonic 2 movie came out, there was like some kid sitting next to me, and he was like, I definitely could feel him staring at me, because he's like, why is she react? Like, I don't understand why she's reacting this way. And I'm like, this is not about you, kid. This isn't about you. This movie is not about you. This movie is about us. But yes, I am 100%. If they scream, if they have that song, I'm 100% screaming it. I'm gonna have like no voice by the end of everything. What are we cheering? What? Okay, that looks like a sub-story. I guess I'll trigger it. Yeah, this looks like a sub-story. And then I'll just leave it. I saw Sonic 2 before school let out, so...
Oi. Nani?
I'm trying to remember what movie I saw that was like empty because I saw it at matinee. I usually try to watch matinee stuff like on Sundays, because sometimes I just don't want to be bothered. Like, I have a habit of watching history movies. Like, if there's like a historical movie, I might watch it by myself. Because I like it. I like watching history movies. Professional brawler. I don't got time for this. I'm busy, sir. I'll come back later. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure people would appreciate me not blowing my nose. I need it. Okay, I'll fight you guys. Not blowing my nose into the mic. Ma'am, you looked... What is with your face? I'm trying to get a look at her face. This is weird. That's weird looking. Oh, yeah, that's what I just added. The random flip kick. Flip, flippity flip. God damn. I'm sorry. I got a sports update. Dang, that team sucks ass. We're winning. I have 2 different updates. Sorry, I was catching up on some college updates. So one thing with winter time, you get... Oh no. Oh! I didn't hear him in time. I was trying to find escape. Does this say Super Jet Girls behind him? Well, I saw where he was glowing blue. This time he's glowing yellow. Ah! And his health bar just keeps growing and growing and growing. Oh my god. So I'm realizing. So if he's yellow, he's in his bat form. If he's probably pinkish, he's in his breakdancer style. Blue's his regular style. I'm gonna hit you with a tree. Can I hit you? Can I hit this bike? I want this bike. Give me this bike. I'm gonna hit you with the bike. Ah! Wait. Oh wait. There you go. Oh. No! Ah, I was trying to do the thingy. Okay, I messed up. That did nothing. Wait! Wait! He's not waiting like last time. Oh, that's right. I had the sake for, what's his face? Okay, I gotta make sure not to sell that sake. That guy in the park. That's right. I completely forgot about him. I didn't want to bring out a baseball. I was trying to fight him. Stupid pole. I just headbutt him? That's funny. Ow. I feel like now... Okay, wait, switch. There we go. I feel like it's just been easier to fight him. It's just more of... He just comes around a lot. I'll be coming around the mountain, here we go. He'll be coming around the mountain, here we go. He'll be coming around the mountain, he'll be sure you can, I'm coming. He'll be coming around the mountain, here we go. Oh my god, stop hitting me! Which is impossible to do. Ah, ooh. That hurt. He is dangerous with a bat, yes he is. He is dangerous with a bat, yes he is. He's got a funky little eye patch and he squeezes that is. Da 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 da. I can't come up with words.
さすがや
I have to come up with something better. I have to come up with something. Basically, he's just there to charge you up. He's just like, oh god. I'm just there as a free level up charge. Okay, so what is this thing I saw behind? What is this? Super Jet Gals? I'm gonna... Is this a movie theater? I'm gonna... Are these movies? Crass Yellow? Super Jet... Yeah, third floor, basement. Yeah, these look like... This looks like a movie theater. What the hell type of... What do you all watch in Japan? Oh, is there a seat? You know, it's fine. Okay. Hi.
Whoa.
Okay, bye. Strange. Did you just change graphics? Did your face change graphics? I thought it did. It did! Hold on. Oh. I guess I can't move in. Can I not? How do I? Okay. I asked her what you're doing. Hey, it's a sub story. Why did I ask what you were doing? We'll come back to you. You go back to the locker room again. Where the heck? Oh, okay, I'm just... Alright, let's... Okay, because we're a little bit everywhere right now. Let's save really quickly. He'll be going around the mountain when he goes. He'll be going around the mountain when he goes. He be squeaking me out and he's scratching in my eyes. doesn't make any sense anymore. You'd be screaming me out and scratching in my eye. You gotta stop. Never. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Oh, that's right. Last time it was him and his son with that Yakuza's daughter, and he was like, "Oh, I want to be with your daughter." Okay, your mouth was moving when nothing was coming out. Did he just say something?
Ah, そうだ。
That's weird.
そういえば、たかしの連れの親父さんがこんなもん置いてったんだ。
Goemon?
京香って女のおやつさんか。
For a second, I was like, I got a persona?
俺にくれるのか。
ああ、ここで一緒に見ていたんだよ。お前に感謝してたぞ。まあ、せっかくの差し入れなんだ。もらっとけ。ああ、それから、実はこの地下街にはちょっとしたカジノがあるんだが。
Wait, what?
お前も入れるようにしといたから、暇があったら行ってみな。
Okay. Wherever the hell it is. And then he's like, bye. I didn't get any. So, what was the point of me coming down here? Oh, let me get a refill of my drink. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, that refilled. Surprised you didn't think of Lupin? There is a Goemon in Lupin. I actually haven't watched any first. What's funny was that I was actually like really into Lupin like 2 years ago. Like I was watching a lot of Lupin stuff. And then all of a sudden I was like, eh. I mean, it's a great series. I haven't seen part 6. I think they have a part 6. I don't think I've seen part 5 either. I was watching what's it called? The woman called Fujiko Mine, which whew, that's a show.
もしもし。
あ、キリちゃん、私レイナよ。
ああ、どうした。
伊達さんがセレナで酔いつぶれてるの。ちょっとセレナに来てくれないかしら。
わかった。すぐに行く。
それじゃあ早く来てね。
But I kind of want to do some sub stories. Please? I mean, there's nothing really stopping me, but... Did I just clip between each other? Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. Alright, sir, what is your problem?
Boy.
I mean, I do like Lupin the Third. It is a fantastic series. I What's crazy is that I haven't actually seen the Detective Conan looping crossover. I've seen like a clip. I've seen like maybe like a clip from the episode and then maybe from like a clip from the movie. But I've actually never seen it in its entirety. But it's definitely on my watch list, and I just keep forgetting to actually watch it. But I heard it's good. I did see the CGI Lupin. I thought that was pretty good. I remember watching. There's like a bazillion third movies. Not all of them are good. I mean, a lot of people know Castle Cagliostro because that was Miyazaki's first debut movie. Debut. Go to my French. Debut. It's more Canadian. Debut. Phil. God, get yourself together today, please. He was Lupin's debut film. Jeez. Anyway. Some reinforced materials with.
Whoa.
He's just gonna be waiting until I find something. Tape? I don't think I have tape. What does that sound? Is that from the game or from here? Is that real life noise I'm hearing or the game hearing? That was real life noise. Okay. You wouldn't have to have tape, would you? Why would you have table salt? Okay. Oh, what is that? And these must be the cards. Okay, no tape. I guess. I don't know, I've never actually poured salt on a wound before. But I guess I can imagine it would hurt. Sorry. Oh my god, sir. He's nearby. Which color are you? I wanted to get to this. I wanted to get to this sub story. He's red. Why is he red? What's red? Is that Red's dancing? Alright, I got a drunkard on my side. I don't know, that will untrigger him. That did. Thank you. There's one over here. I don't know what that one is. Alright, let's go fight this guy. Interesting. Well, I mean, that I can imagine would probably hurt. Alright, switch something more familiar. Ow. Really, that's your life bar? Damn, you suck.
おい。え？
おい。
It was at this moment he found out he made a terrible mistake. Pay up, dude. Give me money. Wait! Did I never go on a dinner with him? Is this? This is the guy with the weird face.
何？
いらっしゃいませ。
はい。またまた。
え？
よろしく。はい。
I'm trying to stare at this man's face. I can't.
Mata mata.
何？ああ。
Strange. Why are we doing this?
Hey.
So, and then I'm gonna forget. I'm 100% about to forget. I already forgot. I was like, I didn't know I was supposed to meet him for something. Ugh. Oh my god, I don't know where that yawn came from. There we go. So, oops, wrong button. That's where the thing is. I guess we'll slowly make our way over to Jewel. Not Jewel. Serena. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Why are we having a good fight? What?
おい。
Yes, why are you yelling, sir? Okay. Why is he in this game again?
Hey.
He's like, I want to be in this game. Please send me to a cabaret club. Okay. That is so weird. Dude, your cheekbones are just throwing me off, man.
Yeah.
Four bottles of gold. There's a very controversial inclusion. Which game is it in? Celebrity cameo in Yakuza? I don't know if I should look this up or not. I'm very curious. 4, 5, and Judgment 1. Oh, they're in a few games. So why is this person controversial? If it's not really a spoiler, or if you can be vague. Don't look it up. Not this person. Other people. Eh? No, not this guy. Oh, some celebrities in the games are controversial. Okay. Very well. Somebody's. I guess if I ever go down that road of playing the others, we'll eventually find it. I'm very curious, but I won't look it up. I'm very curious though. Are we gonna do karaoke?
Nani?
Hey.
Which is
Hey.
which is oh, is it what's his face? I think okay. Probably. Wrong way. I know I said I was supposed to work my way through Serena's, but I'm kind of want to get through this guy's sub-story. Oh, there's a new actor? Where his likeness got deleted? Damn. Ooh. Wow, the snowman? Oh, he had voiced that guy? Wow. I know Phil in Kingdom Hearts 3 didn't have a voice because his Japanese voice actor died, so they didn't have his replacement. I guess out of respect. Which is crazy because his replacement sounds almost exactly like Danny DeVito. Like he's pretty spot on Danny DeVito. Like his impression, and I don't even know if this is his natural voice, but his impression's pretty good. And what's really funny was it the first game or second game? I think it was the second. Yeah, it had to be the second game. So in Mafia 2, one of your best buds is the voice. So I'm literally sitting here, I'm like, bro, why am I taking orders from Danny DeVito? Thank you. So, that was kind of funny. I am... You know what? We did say we're supposed to do plot, so I guess we'll do plot. I guess we'll head to the thingy. I have no choice. But I am near the, thing to get my my keys. Only. Why are y'all all wearing the same coat? Get well, almost the same coat. Close enough. I 100% read that name wrong. It said Okano. I was reading it as something entirely different. Saturday, cannot get here fast enough. Where it is? Sorry, ma'am. I just want to open some keys. Oh, what's over here? Can I finally do the lottery thingy? No? Very well. I just want to get my keys! What the hell? There's another actor in Yakuza 4 who got a likeness, please. Oh, accused. Wow. That's nuts.
Nani?
Everybody wants to fight. Bro, you were just standing there while I was beating up your buddy. What the hell? He was literally just standing there, fists open, not doing anything. That was hilarious. Just standing there. Wow. Bye. Got a charismatic photo? What? So it's just a photo of their leader looking happy. Okay, that's stupid. Is this glowing? It's not glowing. Find it? Stun gun. Zero duel? What? Why do I have dinosaur fossil field? That is weird. Okay. Wait, what is this? Oh, okay. Bullet amulet? So I can sell this. Okay. Is there a pawn shop nearby? Okay, it's actually kind of a straight shot. But can I make it there without being disturbed is the question. I should have just shut my mouth. I should just shut my mouth. I still can't make it there without being disturbed. Woo woo! And it just immediately pops up. Oh my god, the alarm went off and Majima's there. God damn it. I literally jinxed myself. That is nuts. And I was like, let me not be disturbed. And then Majima's was like, I want to ruin your day. Shit. Oh, he's in breaker style too. Not what I wanted to grab. I don't want to waste that. That did nothing, but whatever. Let's use one of these for once. The bikes mess me up. Got him.
Oi.
Also, I completely missed the fact that this man was hiding in a trash can.
Huh?
It's just so crazy. Okay. Anyway, pawn shop. That did not end up how I wanted things to. Okay, I need to make a left up here. Can't believe that. Did I just exit? I did. I didn't mean to do that. God, I haven't played that game in forever. Welcome to... What is it? What is... Oh, welcome to Station Square. Now arriving... Station Square. How are we almost not at 1,000,000 yen yet? This is kind of crazy. I feel like I was at 1,000,000 yen really quickly and 0. I feel like we're barely scraping by on money in this game. Alright, I mean... Oh, okay, while I'm over here, let me get that guy sake. Okay, that's the arcade kid. Sir, I have your sake.
いや
Ah.
And now I can give that to what's his face. Where's Coat Guy? Okay, I know I'm right here, but I've been trying to get Coat Guy figured out like for a couple of times now. Alright, I think he's up here. I'm not even gonna say the words. I don't want to jinx myself. Sir!
おい
Oh, the bubble pop, no more money for days. So I've learned. Because they were raking in money back in the 80s, and they were like, eh, you don't get to make as much.
Yeah. Whoa.
ああ
Sure. Like, do you need something? You need to read. Oh, not me coming up with... This is so stupid. So, I see it. Where is it? Well, I wasn't thinking of the Uncharted movie. I actually had... I heard... I thought of Glasses, and then for some reason I had a headcanon for 13 Sentinels. But yes, I remember the Uncharted... Oh, the Black Lady. She's in the new game that people keep bitching about. You're like, this isn't what women look like? And I'm like, then you haven't seen what real women look like then. Like, some people have made fan art, or supposedly, I was like, no, what you're looking for is, the characters look like sex dolls. That's what you're trying to find. They're like, but she's supposed to look like this, and I'm like, what was it? Somebody did an edit of the lady from The Witcher, and I'm like, she's in the woods. Why is she wearing mascara and lipstick and eyeliner? I'm very confused. Like, who would do that when you're too busy fighting for your life? Like, oh no, I gotta look pretty for my fight. People are stupid. It's really annoying, but people are stupid sometimes. Like, they're like, how dare you have a female lead in my game? Like, I legitimately want to take count of how many... I mean, we already know there's like thousands of games that either have like a lead male character. But I'm very curious how many games actually exist, like actual published games exist that have an actual lead female character. I don't think, I mean, I can think of maybe like a few, but I can't even, I wonder if it even goes to 100. If you were to count every single one, from like early parts of video games, Okay, I thought if I talked to you... Okay, so no.
いや
Okay, I thought what's-his-face, the guy with the high cheekbones, wanted to come here. So that wasn't the case. Okay, never mind. I was like, he's looking for someone with judo. But, like... Oh, let me see if I can count. Okay. I don't even know if I really want to count Princess Peach or even, like, Zelda. I mean, yeah, they've had spin-off games, but they're not, like, considered, like, the main character in the franchise itself. So I don't know if I would really want to count that. Like, Lara Croft I would count, because Lara Croft, that, like, she is the main character. That's her game. Tomb Raider. Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. That's her game. She's the main character. You have Samus from Metroid. What are we at, like 3? Yeah, that's why I'm kind of like iffy on the whole. Like, should Zelda and Peach kind of count? Because they're part of a franchise, but they're not really like the protagonist. Like when you think of Super Mario Brothers, the first thing you don't think of is Peach. You think of Mario because it's his game. It's always been his game. He has characters that interact with him in the game that are just as important. And there's games that they may be featured in, but once again, they're still not the main character. Like, you have The Legend of Zelda, but Link is not Zelda. So that's the tricky part. Like, I would consider the criteria of, if you say this is the main character, this is the main character. Like, I'm not going to count games where you can choose between whether you want to play as a guy or a girl. I'm not going to count those. I'm talking about games where the main character is majority of the game you are playing through is a girl. I would count Nier Automata because you're mostly playing as 2B. So yes, I would count Nier Automata. Lightning, yes, I will count that. Stellar Blade, Life is Strange. Hold on, so let me. Hold on, so I'm just saying, I don't think we could even get to 100. Like, we're at, like, what, 10? Wait, is Maya from Persona 2? I guess I'll count that, yeah. I thought I know there's multiple Mayas. So, okay, so we said Horizon Zero Dawn. We said Tomb Raider, we said... Tomb Raider, Horizon Zero Dawn, Metroid, Bayonetta, that's a good one. Was that 4? Nier, Stellar Blade, Life is Strange, For the Storm, True Color, Double. So that's 10. Technically, yes, Okami. Amatsudu, Amatsudu is a wolf. I'm talking about like humanoid characters technically. Terra from 6, so we're at 12. Because that's the main like complaint, is that women quote unquote don't look like women in games. So I'm trying to think of like characters where you play like as an actual like human woman. Technically, yes, Matsudu is a female or is a goddess, but okay, Mirror's Edge, Tales of... I never played Tales of Berseria, Forspoken. So like 15? 16? I think I already counted Bayonetta, so 16. Okay. I'm trying to think of some of my own. Does Jill from Resident Evil count? I haven't played Resident Evil. But I know Jill's kind of important. Kina? Okay, so we're reaching about, what, 17, 18? We're still not even 20, and we're still trying to even think. Or I'm not even, at least I'm not up to 20. Okay, so it was like 20. Ooh la la. Oh, from Space Channel 5, so it was at like 5. It's like 21, 22. I guess I'll throw Last of Us 2 in there, because technically Ellie is the main character in 2. So what is it? Not even 30. Oh shit! We got a raid. Okay, the boss, you came in a very good time. We're having a very good conversation. All right, okay. So, I I have a question. We have a question. So, I forgot how it started, but we apparently the topic of oh no, Jason's maybe brought up the lady from Uncharted. So you obviously have known that there was quote unquote recent quote unquote controversy about women not looking like women in game. So we've been trying to name video games that feature a sole female lead. So we've gotten like Bayonetta, we've gotten Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn, Lara Croft from Tomb Raider, Samus from Metroid. I think we said Jill, Ooh La La, Maya from Persona 2. So we've gotten to maybe like 20, 25. I'm trying to think if there's any, like if we at least have 100 games. Yeah, we were talking about the new IP from Naughty Dog. Because the main complaint is people are like, video games are woke now. You guys are always putting females people in the games, and I'm like, bro, if you look at the history of every single published AAA, AA, whatever game that's released, there's like thousands and thousands upon thousands of video games that feature a male protagonist, and I'm trying to come up with at least 30 in the span of like what 40 years of video games, and I can't even come up with 30 female leads that are human. I think we're at like what 26 maybe. Oh gosh. Yeah, I legitimately kind of want to ask that question like online. I'm like, can you name 100, at least get to 100 games that feature a sole female lead? I did bring up Ellie. Yes, I did mention The Last of Us too. God, I am like, and it's crazy because I'm legitimately trying to rack my brain which video game features a actual female protagonist, not one where you can like switch between a guy and a girl. I mean, like she's the main lead. We did bring up Lightning. Yes, we brought up Lightning from 13. We brought up Bayonetta. We brought up 2B from Nier Automata. We also brought up Stellar Blade. I think somebody brought up Okami, but I was like, technically this is a wolf, so I'm not gonna count it. But I love me some Okami. Uh, Once again, that's kind of the Peach and Zelda argument, where it's like, okay, that they're the protagonists of their game, but they're not like the protagonist of the franchise as a whole. So I don't know if I really want to count that. Yeah, because it's like, because I mean, because you've had like multiple Peach side stories, we've had multiple Zelda as the lead side stories. Like, that's why I'm kind of like, I mean, that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know if I wanted to count Jill, because I know she was a lead in one of the games, but I don't think she's like the lead. Like, I guess, like, what's his name? Leon is like in multiple games. And Parasite Eve. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of like, that's why I'm like, I don't know if I really want to count that. Because yeah, because by technicality, they are the leads in their games. Like Echo of Wisdom, Zelda is the lead in her game, but she's not the main character in the franchise. Though technically, it's kind of hard because like same thing with like Ellie. Would you still play as Ellie? Like I think they're protagonists, so I would kind of I guess count that. Okay, Gordian, you're bringing up games I've never even heard of, bro. Sanran Kagura? Fatal Frame. Okay, that's a good one. Fatal Frame does have a lot of female leads. Okay, I would definitely count Fatal Frame. I don't know anyone's name, but I will 100% count Fatal Frame. That is a good one. Fatal Frame does have a lot of female leads. So what are we at, like 30 something? I want to see if we can crack 50 at this point, because we've been digging deep in the well. God, I'm not sure who else is considered a lead. Because I'm thinking of games where you can play it like where you have female leads, but they're not like the main character. So what am I thinking of? We already brought up Horizon. We already brought up Tomb Raider. Because like when you think back at old games, like the first thing I think of is like Metroid and Tomb Raider, because those are like the first major games that featured female leads. In fact, I remember the very first time I even played Metroid, I had no idea you played as Samus, and I think that was like a shock to a lot of people. They were like, "What? The character you played as was female this entire time?" And it was like a shock to people back in the 80s. They were like, "Nani?" Okay. What? Come on, bruh. Oh my god. I can't leave. Oh. Okay, maybe I spooked a boy. If this camera wants to work, oh my god, this camera. It wouldn't let me escape. Only has like 1 or 2 playable main characters, man. It's a game with a heavy fan service. Wow. I keep hearing people say the Samus surprise people was over exaggerated, but it's the famous tale. Maybe. God. I mean, so we're at like 30 something. I should have been writing this down, but I'll probably think of it later. Do we count games based on non-video game brands? I think probably stick to just video, because the argument is about video games, like women in video games. Because or like the leads, like who's taken over, like in terms of the leads of the game. Because that was the complaint. They were like, "Oh, women and people of color are taking over video games." It was the quote-unquote complaint. And I'm like, bro, how, like, there's not even 100 games of them in the history of video games. Come on now. A Crown of Hearts is a good one. It is a all-female cast. That's a good one. God, I am racking my goddamn brain. I'm legitimately, I can't believe it's this hard to think of. I'm sitting at like maybe like what 34, 35 games that I can think of in the history of games that like features a true female lead, not like, oh, you can switch between playing as a male character or female character. And I'm not even counting like those PC games where you can customize. I mean, I'm just, well, that technically is whether you can choose between male or female. Yes, Hellblade. We can count as Hellblade. Yes, Hellblade is Senua. That works. I don't know when Hellblade came out. Damn, so what is that, like 36? I'm losing track. I know we're somewhere in the 30s. God, who features a female lead? I'm already in Persona. Well, since I haven't played Hades 2 and I'm trying to avoid myself, I'm not sure if I would count it. But, like, once again, that kind of... God. I probably need to, like, set a straight criteria. I feel like there should be 2 tiers. I feel like there are 2 tiers where you have... Which is probably one of the tiers The Witcher 4 falls in. Because you have the tiers of... Here's the game, the very first game you play as a female lead. It's just her. You know, this is the character. But then you also kind of have games that are like sequels in the series. So, for example, like Last of Us 2, technically you're playing as Ellie, even though in the first game you played as Joel. But in the second game, she's exclusively the lead. So it's a little bit tricky. And I would probably have this as a 2-tier system. Like, here are games that, like, aren't really, like, in multiple series, and here are games that are, like, here are the main characters, even though they're not... Like, this is where I would probably put the Zelda and the Peach games at. I probably put Hades 2 here too. This is the second tier. Where here, like, these are undeniably proof these are the lead main characters, but they're in a sequel. Because for some reason, I guess the main guy character in the previous game either retired, incapacitated, or died. So, yeah, I gotta. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to put that online. I need to ask that question. I hope I don't get flamed though. I'm going to get probably some people who I'm not gonna put it on Twitter. Hell no. I'm gonna put it elsewhere. But I am very curious about this answer because I want to know. Because see, and this is what's crazy, Gordian, because you're naming games that honestly I don't even know how many people even know of. That's how far deep we have to get to. Like we're trying to name stuff that like I'm like, what is this game? And that's what I'm saying. Like it's so tricky. Like I feel like this question has to be two-tiered. Because technically, yes, they are the lead in their games. Because and I said like because I feel like you have games where here's the main character. In the sequel, the main character is now a female lead because let's just say the previous main character was incapacitated for some reason. And I feel like that would have to be the second tier. Because theoretically, that would fall in here's a game with a female character, even though they weren't originally the main character. So yeah, that's tricky. Yeah, there's some tricky criteria in there because it's like what would be considered and what's not. Ooh, that's right, Heavenly Sword's a good one. Alright, so we're probably like somewhere in the 40s. But like I cannot believe I just want to know if we can get to 100. That's very interesting. Somebody already mentioned Walking Dead. I don't know if I want to count The Walking Dead, because technically it's based off a TV show. But it is a video game, so maybe. I don't know. That's that's a difficult question. Oh no, man, this is a good conversation right here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about this. Like, I kind of want to make a post about that because I need to think what is considered the criteria. Because like, what would count, what doesn't count. Because you guys are definitely bringing up some very good points. Because it's like, if the person's now the main lead character from like this point in the series onward, does that count? You know, or would a spin-off where, yeah, these guys are important, but they're the lead in their own character, or they're the lead in their own games, does that count? Yeah, I guess, yeah, Bloodstained. I guess Bloodstained would count, yeah. Miriam is, I mean, you can play as other characters, but technically Miriam, yeah, is the character. Technically, if you want to cheat, there is a Castlevania game that features What's-Her-Face. The one child that nobody ever remembers. But she is a Belmont. I'm going the wrong direction. Nope. Stop charging. Is it Legends? I know it's like one of the Game Boy games. Since I've never played Order of Ecclesia, I would have known as a drunk guy walking in the background. I'm really trying to think. What game Features a sole lead character that's female. Yeah, nobody likes Sonya. She is written out of the canonical Belmont line, apparently. I'm trying to think if there's anything I have. That's right. Yeah, she had a. Actually, I'm not. Let me not say that. She had a woohoo with Alucard in her game. I almost kind of forgot about that. We were like, why are you sleeping with your enemy's son? Okay, child. They were like, do you know the years upon years your ancestors have fought to slay your greatest enemy, and you decided to get in bed with his son? And then they were like, you know what, we're just gonna cancel this. But then, like, Alucard might have a thing with what's her face? She's friends with or well, I don't think he has a thing with her. She kind of has a thing with him. Older Marie from the Richard arcs. It's kind of the Okami situation. Knights isn't a human. She's like a weird magical jester. Yes, it is a female character, but we're talking about humans because, once again, we're going by the complaints of women don't look like women in games. And I'm like, so you've never seen a woman who has bald heads because, I don't know, maybe they have cancer. Maybe they have alopecia. Maybe they just feel like having shaved heads. Maybe it's a religious thing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we don't talk about Sonya's arc. Her arc does not exist. That's why I thought that was one of the stupidest thing, and I was like, Alucard's supposed to be Trevor's dad, right? That's stupid. Yeah, that was dumb. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't think we're even at 50 yet. Like we've had to dig in the deep bowl of what the hell. I mean, you kind of have to include indie games and obscure games because, like, how many AAA games are there? Like, if you like, I feel like there's so many tiers you can do with this. Like, if you were to try to be like, let's name every female lead game that's from a AAA game, like a AAA game, and you have to look at everything that's from like a double or single, or even indie games, and then you also have to be like, okay, well, the main male character is no longer available. They're incapacitated now. From this point on in the franchise, it is a female character. So it's tricky. Lollipop Chainsaw, that is a good one. I do remember Lollipop Chainsaw. That is with what's her face. There's a female character. You guys are good. You guys are good. This is actually kind of getting me irritated. I'm like blank. I can't think of any more on my own. We already brought up 2B. We already brought up Tomb Raider. We already brought up Horizon. We already brought up Metroid. We already technically brought up Legend of Zelda. From Remember Me? The hell is Remember Me? Okay, you guys are naming shit I've never even heard of. You guys are talking about things I'm like, what? Gosh. I'm trying to think. I really want to try because like I said, I feel like most of the complaints are they feel like AAA companies are that's their the complaints. They're like, oh, AAA companies are always having women gamers or women protagonists, and I'm just like, really though? If you look at the history, not really. Oh my gosh. Not Sonic, not Kingdom Hearts, not Red Dead Redemption does not have it. No, not Street Fighter. I don't even want to consider it Dead or Alive. Technically, you have Kasumi, but I wouldn't consider that. I know we brought up Arcana Hearts, but Arcana Hearts is actually unique, and given the fact that the entire fighting cast is female. Actually, no, I don't think that picture exists anymore on the internet. But I did actually cosplay as one of the characters from Arcana Hearts years ago. I went to a convention years ago, and I dressed up as one of the characters. I can't remember which character it was. I probably have to look at the design, but I was cosplaying as one of the characters because for some reason I got really into Arcana Hearts 3, and then I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. DOA wouldn't really fit the criteria because technically you do have both female and male cast. Um, but I feel like Kasumi is like the type of character they're always flaunting out. But I'm like, I wouldn't consider that. That's what I'm saying. Well, that's what I'm kind of saying. Arcana Hearts 3 would be in that tier 2 section where it's like, it doesn't quite fit all the criteria, but technically it is an all female cast. So, I don't know. I forgot Rumble Roses existed. Wasn't that like an Xbox 360 exclusive? Samurai Maiden. You mean Samurai Wars is the same thing? Samurai Maiden, Samurai Wars. I have no idea. I mean, this is kind of what's sad though. The fact that we're like, if you bring this up to like anybody, like if you bring up like if you're talking to some average gamer, just somebody who's like maybe have played since like they were kids. They're not a jerk, just an average gamer. Like if you bring up like, I mean, they probably have heard Horizon, they probably have heard Tomb Raider, they most likely have heard Metroid, they've probably heard Legend of Zelda, etc. You know, but after a while, they're gonna be like, I've never heard of these games. That's how obscure we're having to get, guys. This is crazy. Gosh. What would be considered? An average gamer, in my experience, doesn't know about Legend of Zelda or Mega Man. Really? Really? Even I mean, I never really played a Mega Man game, but even I knew who like Legend of Zelda was in Mega Man. I just didn't know what the plot was, but I recognized those characters. I don't even know if we made 50. We're probably like somewhere in like early 40s in terms of counting. Valkyrie profile is the main character. Is it one of those Geo situation those where there's a female character for one of the titles, but it's like somebody else for like uh huh. Interesting. Dang, I'm like thinking back to goddamn Dreamcast. Oh, okay, yeah, Valkyries are always female, that's right. Okay. Um some people probably will throw in like those oh, what are they called? Light novels, and I'm like, I wouldn't really count those. To try to bump up the numbers, I'm like, no, I wouldn't really count those. I'm gonna cheat and say Odin Spear. technically, there's Gwendolyn. I mean, you play as like Oswald in oh damn, what was Bunny Boy? Shit. What was Bunny Boy? He was played by Yurlo though. How could I forget his name? What is his name? What is his name? You have Gwendolyn, Oswald. Here we go, chick. I'm over here trying to name female only lead. I said, let me cheat. I mean, it's probably not, but I would like to think Gwendolyn's technically the main character, but no, that wouldn't work. But I'm blanking on the bunny guy from Odin's Bear. Why can't I remember his name? Ah! Cornelius, there we go. That's right, because he has to... Anyway. Alright, yeah, I'm brained out. I have no idea what else, because I feel like we've named all the popular ones and slightly obscure ones. Like, I can't think of any other notable video game that features a female lead. Ooh, Shantae. Is it the genie looking girl with the purple hair? I didn't think about that. That's a good one out of the hat. Okay, so maybe we reached 50. I have no idea. But we've had to struggle to get to this point. Oh my god. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to post this online because this is a very, very good question. I'm very curious about other people's opinions as well. If you can count games that aren't solo female leads, I could name more. I mean, you could, but that would kind of defeat the purpose of, like, the quote-unquote argument. I mean, I said, okay, I'm gonna take back Odin Spear since I'm causing controversy. All I said was maybe. I wasn't sure if it would really count. Beyond Good and Evil. Okay. Like I said, I feel like this type of question should have a tier 1 and tier 2. Like, I feel like you have the tier 1 is here are the games that exclusively have female leads. They are the main character, point blank, face of the franchise, etc. And then I feel like tier 2 would be here are the major female characters in the game. They're not always the main characters in their games, but they've had solo games where they are the main characters in their games. And I feel like those are the two tiers. Does that make sense for you guys? Like, I feel like I feel you had like two tiers for this question. Because, like, technically, yes, this would considered, if you want to talk about rules, technically they are a female lead in their game, but they're part of a franchise where they're not always the lead. Slightly batted dagger. Okay. Yeah, y'all naming shit I've never heard of. Y'all have confused me at this point, because I'm like, I don't think I've ever heard of, like, some of these. I mean, I've heard of Beyond, Good and Evil. I was going to say, yeah, I literally was about to bring up Beyond Two Souls. I just thought about that, but I was like... Okay, so here's how I'm going to count. Here's why I'm going to count Beyond Two Souls. Theoretically, prior to the transition, yes. They've changed. I think they go by it's not Ellie anymore. Ellen? No. What did they change it to? Elliot, there it is. I know they changed it to Elliot, but prior to being Elliot, I would consider the game because yes, that is a game that features a female lead. The partner in the game, I wouldn't really care because he's more of a gameplay mechanic than really. Yeah, I mean, he's not human. He's more of a gameplay mechanic. So, no, I don't think that would. I don't think that would be cheating. No, he's more of a gameplay mechanic. I'm gonna consider him a gameplay mechanic because you kind of need him to do more gameplay stuff than anything. Also, I'm gonna have to scrub that. I'm not saying the name on purpose because I've brought up the story before, but I'm trying to not remember the name because Beyond Two Souls gave me the spooks. And I think I had like a like a legitimate creepy ghost interaction back in college, and I'm pretty sure I've told the story on stream before. But I try to scrub the name from my brain so I don't want to think it, I don't want to say it, I don't want to bring it up in my mind when I look at the mirror, and I'm gonna do something stupid and accidentally bring it up in my mind when I look at the mirror. Listen, I don't understand. I'm trying to understand why the hell it happened. It's been almost 10 years. I don't understand what happened.
やんのか
It's terrifying. He just kicked me in the face. That was disrespectful. A Hat in Time? I feel like that sounds familiar, but I can't think of where I've seen it before. For some reason, when you say A Hat in Time, my brain goes to that failed... Why don't they fall backwards over there? The people in the crowd, they fell backwards randomly. What am I thinking of? A Hat in Time... What's that failed, what's that guy that went to jail who worked on Sonic? Yuji Naka, that Yuji Naka movie. Not movie, game. Yuji Naka made a game that had a hat in it, and I'm forgetting. And it failed miserably. Yuji Naka, am I? Because when you said Hat in Time, that's the first thing, like, I'm thinking of his game. Yes, Balan Wonderland. I just remember there was a character with a hat. So when you said Hat in Time, I immediately thought of that. And I just know the game failed horribly. And then he went to jail for doing the same shit 3 times. God, I think the best meme that came out of that was somebody was like, how many times has he been charged with insider trading? And somebody had the cover of Sonic 3 with the 3 hills up the 3 hands. How many times has he been arrested for insider trading? 3. Sonic 3. Oh, God. We were roasting the hell out of that man. I'm just like, how stupid can you be? You risked it all for a, what wasn't even a Final Fantasy game. It was like, oh, it was a Dissidia game. Well, technically Final Fantasy. I was like, you got arrested for insider trading on Dissidia. You stupid dumbass. Just the last Dissidia we got wasn't even worth it, bro. Not even worth it. It's you dumb. This might be the last save point nearby. Okay, what is this? It is getting a little late. We spent a lot of time talking. I mean, if we can bring up Lightning, I guess you can bring up Tendu. I mean, it's kind of a side story, but once again, that probably is in the tier 2 section. Where it's like, yes, they are the main leads. They just happen to be the main leads in a side story. Final Fantasy X-2. Okay, you know, let me... I need to Google this. I want to know what's on Google's brain. Video games with female leads. And hilariously, the first 4 suggestions are Horizon Zero Dawn, Bayonetta, Hellblade, Tales of Berseria, Keenan, Bridge of Spirits. Apparently Dishonored's on here? Oh, did anybody mention Mirror's Edge? Did somebody in chat mention Mirror's Edge? I completely forgot about Mirror's Edge. That's actually a pretty good one. Somebody did say Mirror's... Okay, I missed it. Sorry. So we have Dishonored, Mirror's Edge. Okay, I know you guys said Forspoken. What the hell, Google? This is not helpful. Google is really not helpful. Okay, yeah, somebody put Sable, Tomb Raider, Uncharted, Lost Legacy. Oh, somebody put Okami, non-human but still a female. Assassin's Creed Liberation. Okay. Control, Gravity Rush? Somebody say Gravity Rush? Yeah, that's what I was thinking from my brain, and then I was like, okay, I'm curious of what Google's gonna say. Because a lot of the questions, or a lot of the stuff they're posting is like, you could choose either or, and I'm like, that's not what I'm looking for. Like, that breaks the rules. Okay, did anybody say Returnal? We have Returnal. Okay, you must have posted like a shit ton of stuff, Gordian, because I missed like a half of your answers. Gravity Rush 1 and 2. You said Returnal, okay. Okay, I know you guys said Control, Plague series? I don't know if that counts. Alan Wake 2. I've never played Alan Wake 2. But once again, that's probably under tier 2. You said probably only like 40. I'm like, have you seen my postings? Okay. Listen, it was coming in hot. Okay. Okay, Returnal. Claire Redfield. Portal series? Okay. I don't know if I would... Chell's technically a robot. I don't know if I would... Chell? Actually, I don't know. I can't remember what happens. Oh, Celeste. Okay. Chloe D. Listen, there was a lot of dialogue going on, and I also had to fight Majima, so... Soul Hackers 2? Okay. Oxenfree series? I've never heard of that. Night in the Woods? I've never heard of that. Final Fantasy 6. I definitely saw Terra early up, and when we asked the question, Terra was one of the... Oh, this is Chell, the lady who has the little portal gun. Okay, Portal 2. Yes, okay, that's what you guys were talking about earlier. Clementine, The Walking Dead. You guys mentioned that a couple times. Assassin's Creed Syndicate? Sure. Question mark? Jill from Resident Evil 3. You guys did mention that. I still think she's probably like tier 2. Alex from Half-Life. Did anybody say Half-Life? According to this list, Half-Life. Sheila from Bright Memory. I've never heard of this game. Alright, they have Mirror Edge twice on here. Heather from Silent Hill 3. Claire from Resident Evil 2. I already got Ellie from Last of Us 2. That was mentioned multiple times. Tales of Berseria. That was mentioned multiple times. So you guys actually did a pretty good job of naming a lot of stuff before I had to go on Google it. Laura Croft from Tomb Raider. That makes sense. Yep, Madeline from Celeste. Damn, you guys are... Samus from Super Metroid. You guys were killing it earlier. Chloe from Uncharted Last Legacy. I guess we'll count that. Bayonetta from Bayonetta. Yep, so that makes sense. We brought that up. I've never heard of that game. I don't know if I would count that. Child of Light, Aurora? I feel like I saw that somewhere in chat. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. What part I'm saying there's probably going to be 2 tiers for this type of question, because technically it'll be very difficult to count. Because I feel like 1 tier is here are the games where either they were standalone games, or these are the main characters for this entire series. Like, for example, tier 1 would be like Horizon or Bayonetta or Tomb Raider, because like there's multiple games in those franchises, but they've always had the same female lead. But if you were to put in tier 2, I would probably put something like, you know, the Jills and the Heathers and the Zeldas and the Peaches, because yes, theoretically they have been leads in their games, but they're not like leads in the franchises. But I would still count that on a different tier, if that makes sense for you guys. Okay, yeah, I did see Shadow Light earlier. Okay, yep, Hellblade, that was mentioned. Horizon? Do they have anything else? Nope, Horizon, okay. Celeste. I think I already mentioned Celeste. For some reason, this is repeating. I have no idea why this is repeating. Alright, and this is the last thing I'm gonna check. I like how, like, it says Otome games, and I'm like, I already said no. Blood Rain? Maybe? I have no idea. Cooking Mama? God, what type of list is this? Who made this list? Fatal Frame? Parasite Eve? Okay. Resident Evil, Shantae. Okay, now it's kind of Valkyrie Profile. Okay. Some of these kind of made sense. The Third Birthday? I kind of remember that game. Anybody mention The Third Birthday? Wasn't this Square Enix? I feel like this was Square Enix. This was a Square Enix game. Oh, it's part of Parasite Eve, so never mind. Scratch it. Scratch. It doesn't count. We already brought up, we don't talk about Third Birthday. Oh, it's part of the same franchise, so yeah, it's whatever. 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors? I'm not gonna count. I don't know why this is on the list, but sure. No, we're not counting that. This is a funky list. Okay, we're probably not gonna stick with this list, because this list makes no sense whatsoever. And I like how once I finish Googling it, like the first video that pops up is, quote, ugly female leads in video games, end quote. So, I've refused to play video games with female protagonists. That's it. Thank you for listening. Okay. Now we're getting on the troll side of, Google. We're just gonna ignore those. Dragon Guard 3. Would you count the game that shat on the series? Xenosaga? Who's the main character of Xenosaga? Is it that blue hair chick? Isn't that the game that has like a 2-hour cutscene? That was a yes. Gosh, I can't believe we've had a... I don't even know, I've lost track of the number we're at, but the fact that we've had to dig this far. I don't want to hear people complain about, I'm tired of female leads. Because, Jesus Christ. We spent like, what, an hour? Maybe 40 minutes trying to think of games. And, like, if you think of a game that has a male protagonist, we could probably get to 100, like, in half the time. Final Fantasy series, Kingdom Hearts, Uncharted, Red Dead Redemption, technically a couple of GTAs. Dragon Quest. And my choices were too niche. Okay, what part of I had 2 tiers did chat not understand? Your criteria suck. Okay, fine. It is. I will reevaluate this question. I will post it online. Name. So the game will have to feature a female lead, point blank, regardless of if it's like point number 4 in the series, number 3 in the series, number 2 in the series, whether they're not the main character, as long as they are a lead. There you go. So don't be y'all bitching at me. I'm sorry, those are my rules. I was trying to make y'all think. I was trying to do some critical thinking. Because y'all still came up with some great choices. I will post this online. I will write this. I will make a note. I don't know if I'm going to post it. I don't know. I'll post it online. I'll post it on my socials. So if you guys would like to respond with your list, feel free. Okay, but I'm not gonna post it on Twitter because I don't need that. I don't need that drama. I might post it on my Discord. That's gonna be an interesting question. Yeah, I might post it on my Discord. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, I spoke. I was supposed to be ending this soon, and I just kept talking and talking and talking. So I know Gordian's with to blow up my Blue Ski page. I'm just gonna get like 50 replies. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, we're... I know when I'm on the losing end of things. I understand. Crystar and Cry Machinia's oaths are beautifully composed. Interesting. Blowing up you. It's a perfect thing to do with board at work tomorrow. Oh God. Jesus. I'm just gonna get notification. Ding, 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 ding. Gordian has replied. Gordian has replied. Gordian has replied. I'm just gonna have like a list of like 60 games under my post. Oh man. Listen. I'm gonna come back from lunch, and it's like, you have 40 notifications. Sexy middle-aged protagonist. Oh my god. That's hilarious. It's like, give me some names. I need names. name the names. Not even middle age. Really? Noctis? That's your starting point? Noctis? Fascinating. I mean, to be fair, when I think about it, I mean, Noctis in the pre-epilogue is like, I don't know, he just looks like a baby. But the beard does help for his older look, I'll give him that. The beard helps. But yeah, I wouldn't give him middle age. Who would I say middle age? I don't know, Dilf Juro. Dilf Juro's middle age. He looks like he's been through some shit. I feel like if you're in your 40s,